Hi everyone, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Hi, this is episode 46, and today we're going to look at some Gunpla. We're going to look at the Bumblebee, which I finished. Ryan's got his Hasegawa airplane. How's that coming, Ryan?
Yeah, it's good.
Good. I really want to see how you've done with that.
I'm sure you do.
I do. Well, before we bring all that stuff up, I'll show you the cool stuff that came in today.
What, dude?
You know, every time I reach back here to like pull out the new kit, you always interrupt me with some big kit you want to show everybody.
Nah, not today.
Okay, cool. All right, because I've got the new.
Whoa. I do have something actually.
Oh, okay.
I have Tamiya extra thin cement, and it's green, the same as your box.
This is the fourth kit in the real grade line, and it's the Zaku. It's the regular Zaku.
Does it transform?
No, it doesn't. It's just a 144 scale kit.
So it doesn't transform.
Does your Hasegawa kit have a flexible inner frame and articulation?
It's an aeroplane.
All right, so that's settled. Okay, so with this one, you can see it, the flexible inner frame here. It's the same as the Charge Zaku.
So it has a flexible inner frame, but it doesn't transform.
You have a flexible inner frame. Do you transform?
No.
All right. So the green. The green, you can see a lot of people, they were waiting for the green.
Yeah.
And they passed on the Charge Zaku, the red one. But if you're still interested in the Charge Zaku as well, we actually have it on sale as part of our Gunpla sale that's going on.
Yeah, we have a very big Gundam sale on at the moment.
Yep.
Some cool kits, and Sid will recommend one.
I do. I want everybody to build this Shenlong. That's a great kit.
At a very good price.
Yeah, the new Master Grade Wing recent kits have been all very good.
Yeah.
So, why not pick it up when they're on sale? That's what I have to say.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put this guy away here, and we'll have him on a show, a future show. Look at him. And now, Ryan, I really want to see your Hasegawa kit.
Sure, mate.
Your airplane. So what have you done so far, Ryan?
Well, so far I've glued the seat together. I actually have a question regarding this.
Okay.
I got a bit excited with the glue, and you can see it's a little bit messy. How do I go about rectifying that?
Well, you can use your design knife and just kind of scrape the excess glue away, and of course sandpaper will get in there and take it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other question I had was, so I'm actually thinking about painting the seat.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to do something kind of simply.
Yeah.
Any recommendations?
Well, because this is your first kit, and like you said, you want to do it simple.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to go the way of the airbrush because that takes a lot of equipment and time.
I don't have an airbrush.
And because of where we live in Japan here, in apartments, they're rather small, so you can't really use a lot of the toxic stuff that you'll find here. However, we have these from Spain. They're called Vallejo, and these are actually water-based acrylics.
Yeah.
So they're non-toxic. So you can actually spray this inside a closed environment and not have to worry about any ill effects and leave it to dry. You know, there's no problems like that. And for those that don't know, because this is water-based, we are actually allowed to ship these internationally. So if you can't get a hold of the Mr. Hobby colors and Tamiya colors and stuff like that, this stuff is good to go. And it also comes ready for airbrush.
Yeah.
We have a Vallejo Air line, and all you do is just put it into your airbrush and go. But this one you can just paint with a brush.
I can just paint the seat with the...
Yeah, just get a brush, paint the seat. You might take a couple coats.
Okay.
But it should be ready to go.
Okay, cool. And so now with the cockpit, I was thinking about painting it. But I think if I started painting this, I would have to start painting other parts of the plane. And because of my current skill level, I'm hesitant to do it. What can I do to kind of bring out the cockpit a bit more? Okay,
well, if you don't want to change the color, you want to keep the pink.
Yeah.
To get all this detail out, you can do something known as dry brushing.
Yeah.
And that's basically you can use a enamel. A lot of people use an enamel and a brush, even a toothbrush.
Yeah.
And they'll just take their brush and take as much of the paint off as they can and then put it on there. But then you have to usually go over with any enamel and thinner and stuff to clean it up. But one thing I've noticed some people use is weathering sets. And it's much the same. It's kind of like a makeup kit, you know. You get a little bit on the end of your brush or even Q-tip and just go over it.
Yeah.
And it'll catch the details. And they come in like a dark color as well as silver, titanium. So you can actually make it look kind of metallic.
Okay, cool.
So
I would say I'll try that.
You know, as a beginner, you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. So start small and then work your way up.
Actually, one thing I forgot to mention was I watched Scott's video for the gluing of this, and it was really informative. What we're going to do in future is Boss Builds is going to be separate from Gunpla TV, just because it is quite different from what we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, and also because we film every week, we're always showing like new kits and stuff like that. But Scott's a busy guy. I mean, right now he's at Comic-Con, so he can't always supply us with a video that we would tack on at the end. But having his own show gives him a little bit more freedom to do that kind of stuff he wants. So that's fine with me.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that. Next week I will endeavor to have the cockpit almost done. Okay. And we'll talk about, I guess, decals.
Yeah, there's some decals that need to be put onto the cockpit before you can finish or proceed to the rest of the plane. So that's next week.
That's next week.
And this time...
You okay, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I just making that sound from the anime show. Didn't you have Transformers in South Africa when you were a kid?
No. We only had Robotech, which was cool.
Yeah, well, Transformers is cool too. And every Transformer would make the same noise every time it transformed. So.
Does this one transform by any chance?
Didn't we talk about that last week?
I guess that's a no.
Yes, it is no. It's a plastic model kit, and if it was going to transform, it would probably be more involved and a lot more parts, a lot more expensive. But
how was it actually?
It's actually it's a pretty good build. I think last week I talked about it maybe being a high grade level kit. Well, I've reassessed it since finishing with a lot of the smaller parts that you have to put on at the end. I would say it leans more towards building something like a Zoids or a Kotobukiya kit.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a little bit more time consuming than you would expect.
So you need a bit of skill.
Yeah, I would say definitely you're going to need a little bit of skill. But rather than just talk about what it's like to build, what we're going to do, because it's Gunpla TV, is we're going to show you.
You know, this looks just like a Terminator.
Yeah, it does look like a Terminator, doesn't it? That's what I thought when I was building it.
And it's a lot like a Terminator. It doesn't transform.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway, like I said, I'm going to build it. And as you can see, when you get this this piece here, I've already put some of the frame parts on. But for the most part, you get stumpy little legs here, and you get the arms, and you have to complete it with the remainder of the legs and the hands. So that's what we're going to show everybody today. So as you can see, I've got actually one completed leg here, and the idea is that once you make the wheel assembly, you slap it on there, and then it's just a matter of sticking it onto the kit, like so.
Is that a flexible inner frame?
Yeah, you look at this bent like that.
Wow.
All right. So, but before you can get all this together, you actually start with these pieces here. So we're gonna take these, and we're gonna make this thing. So Bumblebee has his second leg.
Bumblebee needs legs.
Bumblebee needs legs. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through this really quickly. You can see there is the polycap here, and it's quite small. And this is actually the largest polycap on the entire kit. So be prepared to handle things very delicately, because if you have big clumsy hands like myself, things don't always work out so well.
Do you use tweezers sometimes?
Oh, you can use tweezers.
Yeah.
But I prefer to use my hands if it's possible.
That's good to use your hands.
That's the whole point of making these things, right? Slap these things together.
It looks pretty straightforward so far.
For the most part. I think you could do it, Ryan.
Really?
Yeah. I think you might have a shot at it. If were you to try something like this, I think you could do it. Also, you get to use these real tires.
Oh, rubber tires.
Rubber tires. I'm going to turn the page here, make sure I follow my instructions, but you just pop these out, and you can see that inside there's some parts you have to remove. And the first time I built this kit, I got out my design knife, and I was trying very, very, very hard to take out all the gate marks in there. But what I realized is, because of how this is designed, is that you don't need to do that. All you need to do is cut away this part. And even if there's gate marks on the inside, you're okay. Because what you're going to do is you're going to just put these in like this.
Okay.
And what you would do is you put polycaps in here that are very small, but we can save that for later. Throw that in there. Throw these together, like so, and just plug it in. Boom. And then when you hook it up to our good friend Mr. Bumblebee, providing I have it on the right side here. Okay, Bumblebee.
It's a T1000 with wheels.
More or less, yeah. And you can see that they don't just fit in easily. Yeah. Like you're going to take some strength to get it in properly. But just be careful that you don't push a little bit too hard. Because the last thing you want to do is, of course, break something.
But this inner frame seems pretty robust.
Some parts, yes. I mean, I've been pushing on it a lot without any breakage. but you just have to be careful to apply the force evenly. And one thing I should note if you want to avoid breaking something is that these pieces that are designed to go in these small places here, well, they've already assembled the frame, and it's really difficult to get at these things. But because this is a snap fit plastic model kit, you can actually go ahead and disassemble what they assembled for you. So that's how I do this part. I disassemble the frame as they gave it to you. Fortunately, you can get in there and do that. And then you can put in the piece and then snap it back on here like so. Let's put it in there.
So there's some flexibility in getting things done. Okay, cool.
You might need glue for some of these spots here because they do tend to come out if you're moving him around a lot, which is why I put him on at the last. But here he is so far. But you know, he's still missing something. And he's missing his hands. You paused there, you didn't know, did you?
That was a trick question. I was like, his gun, his yellow bits, his little wings.
He's missing his hands. And what the Takara Tomy has done is they've given you two types of hands. So you get the closed fist and you get the open fist. Yeah. And it doesn't attach like this. Like you would think, oh, I'll just put this on here like this. Well, that's not how it works. What you actually have to do is plug it into this piece, and then use this piece to plug into the kit, like this. Okay. So he kind of looks like he's got this crab kind of motion going on. And you would assemble which hand you want to put on this side, but I prefer this one.
He has some kind of...
He comes packing the heat. And then with the arms, you can see there's a lot of other parts, knobs here sticking out. You'll be putting a lot of frame parts on. But I don't really need to show all those little details. I got the basic frame going.
That's enough.
Yeah. So here's the Bumblebee, and you can see the Bumblebee frame somewhat here. It's I mean, it's really cool. Comes already ready to go. You just throw on a few extra parts out of the armor.
It's very similar to the Transformer toys.
Oh yeah.
Except you build it yourself.
Yeah, except you build it yourself. Yeah. The scale's good. The design is good. I mean, it's not a Gundam, but it's still good.
Yeah. Talking about not Gundam, there's a very nice post on HobbyLink TV of a Mac kit by a good friend of ours. Please check it out. Yeah.
We want to thank everybody for the submissions so far for the We Love Gunpla TV contest. We got a lot of good entries so far. They're being posted on our Facebook wall. And the more creative, the better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the better chance you have to win, the more imagination and effort goes into these pictures, of course.
I've seen some good ones already, though.
Oh yeah, they've all been so good so far. But we still have several weeks left, so I'm sure that the sky's the limit. We're going to see some great stuff.
Talking about Facebook, I'll be posting pictures as I built the Hasegawa kit. So expect more.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Until then.
Until then.
See you next week.
See you next week.